Hey, I'm like deciding whether this broadcast is live. Can someone tell me? Someone comment. Oh, I'm just gonna get my phone. Maybe I'll check it on my phone. Let's have a look, shall we? Right. Subscriptions. Is it working? Oh, Laura Smith. Hi. Courtney Williams. Hi. Okay. Can you hear me? Is everything going good? I still haven't completely got the hang of YouTube Live. And please excuse my bare face. I could have pretended that I've spent the day with makeup on and quickly put makeup on, but this is the real me, and I've got spotty skin and I don't look the best, but I will. Oh no, I don't want to put it on the telly. Oh God, what am I doing? Right, I think it's all going good. Cool, right, okay, hello everyone. So I don't really know what we are talking about in particular, but I thought it could be something to do with motivation and like staying motivated, because I've been tweeting recently about how motivated I am with my channel. So I don't know, I thought we could see where this chat takes us. So yeah, just shoot your questions at me. It can be about anything. I'll probably end up changing the title of this broadcast once I've finished. But yeah, shoot your questions at me. I'm looking forward to talking to you all. Hi, I'm coming to the University of Lincoln in September to do drama. That's so exciting. My boyfriend is actually on the drama course, so you might see him. Hello, Georgia. What's the library like? The library is very warm, pretty helpful, and it gets super, super busy, so you kind of got to learn the best times to go. Usually after like 6 p.m, it gets a little bit quieter. I need some after today's exam. Ooh, what exam did you have? I hope you thought it went well. Fingers crossed. How do you stay motivated when you have so much uni work? Napping usually seems the best. Honestly, it does. To be honest, I do let myself nap. Like I just hiccuped. Because my course is all coursework, I have a lot of it. I'm not gonna lie, I do get home and like nap for 2 hours, but I make sure I balance that out by doing just the same amount of work. I am quite strict on myself. I write my little to-do lists down. I've got my little planner thing that I write what I need to do in. So yeah, just to-do lists and keeping on track of it all, like pinning up what you need to do on your wall and ticking it off when you've done it. It's satisfying ticking off to-do lists. Hey Emma and Amber and Charlotte. Staying motivated for dissertation year next year. Oh gosh, I don't know if that's a question, but I will tell you when I know. I actually got my dissertation grade back and it is pretty good. I'm happy that my tutor liked it. So yeah, please help me. I failed my driving test today. I feel so annoyed. Don't worry, you can try again. At least now you can try it again and you'll know what to expect next time, and hopefully you can be that little bit more prepared. Ooh, sociology. I loved sociology. It went so well. Good. I'm proud of you. I'm not a big partier. Does it stop you being social? No, me neither. I don't really go out very often at all, but there's kind of like loads of pub nights and quiz nights and different stuff that doesn't necessarily involve going out and getting absolutely hammered, which is what I like. So yeah, I haven't really gone out very often at uni, and it doesn't really change how like my social life is. It's Alice. Hey, what's your advice for someone who feels like they have to go to uni because everyone else is but doesn't know what to do? If you don't know what to do, don't go. I didn't go straight away, and I ended up, this chair is really uncomfortable. I ended up waiting for 2 years, and I thought I wasn't going to go at all. I've done videos on this, so I won't go into it, but yeah, I thought I wasn't going to go to university at all. And then 2 years after finishing school, I realised I needed a little bit of a challenge. I wanted something new. So then it felt right. You don't have to go just because everyone else is going. So yeah. Hey, Abby and Alex. Hey, thank you for making revision that bit more bearable. You're welcome. Hi, Nicola. Tell Brandon he's crap because he's left his passport forms here. But yeah, oh my god, just totally off topic of what we're talking about. Can we just appreciate my sub count right now? This is like flying up, and I feel like it makes me so happy because as much as YouTube isn't about the numbers, and I probably would have given up years ago by now because my numbers have grown pretty slow in relation to a lot of other people. This makes me so happy because it's been going down and my hard work is paying off, and this is kind of like a little reflection of my hard work. So yay! Okay, I don't know when we're going to get to 25,000, but I feel like with your guys' help, it won't be too long. Yay! I didn't drink until 3rd year and that hasn't changed my friends. Yeah, that's a good point. Thank you for letting me make the best friendships and finding my best friend throughout your channel. Alice's Army, I love you. Oh, Amy, you're so cute. I love you too. Thank you for putting my comment on your Snapchat. That's okay. Thank you for watching and for commenting. It means a lot. I love talking to you guys. Like, because I've been home alone, I've been talking to you guys instead, and it's felt really nice. I haven't felt lonely. Has someone shouted you out? I don't think so. Not as far as I know. I think just all the uploads and the content is hopefully doing the work, which is really cool. Love your channel. Thank you so much. Love you, Alice. Love you too, Laura. Hope to see you soon. Yes, hopefully. I don't know when, but yes. Can you do a room tour? Well, top secret, but tomorrow's video is actually a room tour. I am halfway through editing it. It's got some like snazzy fonts in it, which is making the video take so long to edit, but I wanted to try super hard this week on my videos. So yes, there's a room tour coming tomorrow. Be excited. What did you have for a uni dinner tonight? I had sweet and sour chicken and rice. It was actually really nice, and I've got 2 portions because Brandon's not here, so I have some for tomorrow. I'll probably have it for lunch tomorrow. Got my chemistry exam tomorrow. Ooh, good luck. I'm sure you'll do good. Best part about going to Lincoln Uni, I like that everything's really close by. Like, you don't have to get a bus to get into town, you can just walk. But that also sucks when it's cold because you have to walk. Motivate me to revise for my A-levels. You have a lot of A-level exams, Alice, and you have a great name. But try and stay positive. I totally understand the lack of motivation for A-levels because I had basically none too. But balance out your revision with doing something fun and hopefully you'll get through it. Are you staying in the same house next year? No, unfortunately, I am not. Things changed, so we ended up changing houses. I'm actually living with Jade, Courtney, Zach, and Sean next year, so it's going to be a really fun, crazy house. The house is really, really nice, actually. The room that I have is a little bit bigger. It's like less white and clean because it is more of a typical student house, but it is a really, really nice room. It's got like wooden floors. Yeah, it's nice. I'm excited. I literally move out in just over a week, which is insane. Top 3 things to bring to uni halls. If you're a female, yes you are, fairy lights, because it makes everything look cuter, and the lighting in your room is probably going to be really bright and harsh and horrible. Fairy lights, blankets, and probably a onesie. They're all like on comfort levels, but yeah. How do you cope with feeling anxious at uni? I usually FaceTime my mum, to be honest. Like, sometimes I don't handle it very well. Or I'll talk to my friends. Like, if my mum's at work, I'll probably talk to Jade. But yeah. Did you vote today? I actually did postal vote like 2 weeks ago, so I have already voted. Keep up good work, but make sure you have a break. I will. Why aren't you living with Brandon next year? Because we decided the houses in November. I think it was November or December. Yeah, and me and Brandon actually got together in November, so we'd only just got together when the housing arrangements had like needed to be made. So it was a lot of pressure deciding whether we were going to live together. And he did get asked to live in the house with the squad, but he'd already made his own arrangements, which I'm kind of glad about because I feel like we would have felt the pressure to keep the relationship together, knowing that we'd be together next year, if that makes any sense. Part of me does wish that we were living together next year because we would save each other so much money and we wouldn't have to like keep swapping houses, but you know, we'll get there one day. How did you revise for your A-levels? I have an exam tomorrow. I used to put up loads of mind maps all over my bedroom and sit and read them. I used to write little like flashcards and get people to test me on them. I used to write it out in notebooks over and over again. I used to just like drill it into my brain, just like keep writing it out and your brain kind of like remembers it. Will you do a house tour or room tour in the new house? Yes. I'm not sure who will be doing the house tour because me, Courtney and Jade all have YouTube channels. So I'm sure we'll be flipping a coin as to who does what. But definitely a room tour. There will be a house tour on someone's channel and we'll all be vlogging anyway. What are your plans for the summer? Well, I don't actually have like major set plans. The only thing I have properly planned is that I'm going to somewhere in the city, and then I think like maybe the week after I'm going to Brighton to see Becca. So yeah, somewhere in the city is booked. I just need to get my hotel and I haven't booked my trains for Brighton yet. So nothing's like completely set. I wanted to go away on holiday somewhere because I haven't been for 2 years, but I'm not sure whether I can afford it. And if Brandon still doesn't get his passport, so I won't be able to go anyway. But yeah, I'm like moving back to Doncaster in a week. So it'll be nice to be back in my hometown for 2 months and then I'll be back in Lincoln. So I really don't know. I'm just going to roll with it. I always find your live videos so calming. I love them. Oh, thank you. I'm glad. I really like talking to you guys on here. What are your plans after uni? I really don't know. That scares me. Ask me that in 6 months. I probably still won't know, but you know. I love your new evening routine video. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. It took me quite a while to film actually. I was up editing that at like 1 o'clock this morning because, don't know. My sisters hate me at the minute. I keep asking them to test me on flashcards. Feels like they know them better than me. That's literally me. I used to, the sun's like come out, look, I'm stripy. I used to get my mum to test me. And then in the end, my mum was kind of like learning what she was reading because otherwise it just looked like a foreign language to her. But as we went along, mum knew what the words meant. If you had the option to, would you bring out a book? Oh gosh, I don't know what it'd be about. I feel like I'd like to. That would be a really, really cool opportunity and a nice big project to do. But I really don't know what it would be on. Don't know. How did you deal with saying goodbye to your family? I know you went home a lot, but were any ways you dealt with being homesick when you did have to stay in Lincoln? That's so weird. I was literally watching the moving to Lincoln video earlier. I was being like reminiscent of past times. And I just rang my mum a lot, to be honest. Like, first year was kind of difficult because I was kind of still in my shell a little bit and I hadn't created like a solid group of friends like fast. So I did spend quite a lot of time by myself, especially when I moved into the studio flat. But I don't know, I literally rang my mum every day. Like on the walk home, I'd ring my mum because it made the walk home go faster and I could update her on my life. I used to YouNow all the time, which is basically the same as YouTube Live. So I sit and talk to you guys. I'd have a bunch of work to do, so it was kind of good because it kept my mind off of being homesick. But you kind of just get through it. It's really weird. It's hard to explain. Does it feel weird talking to a camera? Not anymore. It just kind of feels like I'm talking to someone. It's really, really hard to explain. It feels weird talking to a camera when there's other people watching me. Are you looking forward to your final year of uni? I'm actually really scared. But I remember being very scared for second year and I've done it. Like I was so scared for second year because it was really intense and important and blah, blah, blah. But third year is even more intense and more important. And then when you've left, you've got to kind of have an idea what you want to do with your life. And I don't. So I don't know. It's kind of scary. Top 3 experiences at university so far. Oh my God. That is a really hard question. I've got the worst memory in the world. Meeting Brandon, for sure. That day, actually, that first day when I met Brandon and I hung out with Courtney and Jade and we had a little sing-song, that was like one of those moments when I was like, this is a great moment. I want to remember this forever. I can't think of any others that really, really stand out. Going to Quack, so going on a night out with all my friends and bumping into subscribers, that is insane. I went out just like Minnie Mouse and I met so many subscribers and it was just so surreal and so amazing. I just think that's so incredibly cool. And last experience, probably going to Austria. I had the chance to go to Austria with uni, and although I was extremely, ill with like man flu. It was such a good trip, and I vlogged all that if you want to watch it. But yeah, that was so good. What A levels did you get? I got, oh my god, I got an A, a B, and a C. The A was in sociology, the B was in media, and the C was in product design. In sixth form, I had a very tough time. I'm not going to go into it, but I don't know how I actually got through that. And the only exam I actually revised for, hand on heart, was sociology. I did not revise for the other two, so I probably could have done better. I know those are really, really good grades anyway, and I'm very, very happy I got those. But yeah, I'd just given up all hope. I was just so done with sixth form. I was like, nope, no thank you. Did you feel lonely when you started uni? I'm so scared of that happened to me in September. Yeah, it is a little bit like you have to, if you're kind of like an independent and private kind of person, you have to force yourself a little bit to go out of your comfort zone and do things. I literally used to just get home and sit in my room and do some work and chill, but that's kind of like what I liked doing in a weird way. Like my company was making YouTube videos and was talking to you guys. So that's kind of how I dealt with it. But yeah, if there's like an event on or a pub thing and people on your course are going out, just go out with them. You don't have to stay out for the entire night. Just try and force yourself to. Just say yes more often, basically. 3 great experiences you'll remember forever. Good answers. I actually have never answered anything like that. It was kind of hard to think of, but I like the ones I chose. Did you ever have any times when you had no motivation for YouTube? If so, how did you get through it? Yes, so much. Like, I don't know when in particular, but there are so many times where I'm just like, probably like when uni work's getting so much, and I don't know, say I've had some bad comments or I've had some bad feedback, and I call it YouTuber's block. It's when I've like ran out of ideas. And getting through it, I just watch other people's videos. That's usually how I think of new ideas. I'll get inspiration from other people. There isn't a particular thing that makes me like, oh my god, I have ideas now. It's just kind of like looking for inspiration and then hopefully I get through it. Recently, I've been very lucky in the fact that I've had lots of ideas, so I've probably just jinxed myself. But yeah. I'm watching this whilst working out. Good for you. I need to work out more often. Just did my A-level media exam yesterday. Ooh. I hope it went well. I remember my exam. It was like you had to watch a clip of something. I can't really remember. We had to watch a clip. This sun is so annoying. And we did like a newspaper thing, and then we made a film. I can't really remember. It was a long time ago. Are you body confident around Brandon and in general? Brandon's mum was watching this, so that this could get a little bit weird. But yes, I am in front of Brandon. Sometimes I'm like, oh, don't jiggle my fat, like, and sometimes, and he's like, oh, shut up, and he tells me off for like hating on myself. I know that I'm not the thinnest I've ever been, but I'm relatively comfortable with it. I'm trying to be a little bit more aware of what I eat, but other than that, I don't really, like, I wouldn't ever say it out loud that I feel bad about myself, because I feel like that gives young people the wrong idea. I feel like that means that it's okay to hate on yourself. I don't know. Does that make sense? Probably not. Who is your favourite YouTuber at the moment? Ooh. Whose vlogs have I been clicking on the most? It's mainly vlogs. Let's have a look at my subscription box. I don't know why I can't remember. I told you guys I have the memory reserve. Oh, I am on my own subscription feed. Hang on, bear with. I've been really loving the Saucony Jolies. I think it's ever since they've had the new little baby. She's so cute. And I like In the Fro. She started vlogging again, Victoria. Who else? Oh shit, no. Ah. Ariana Grande does my makeup. I thought that was like recent. I didn't know Ariana Grande did Alfie Day's makeup. That really confused me for a second. But yeah, I really like this Saucony Jolies. Sophie Foster, she does gorgeous makeup looks. I've been really liking vlogs, like vlogs of any kind. I have been watching Sophie and Dave, all that kind of stuff. Watching this while I revise for A-level chemistry. Good luck for the exam. Fave memory from this year so far. Oh my god, that's really difficult. I went to the blog awards. That was insane. Like getting nominated for the blog awards and just being there. And then like, actually, I've just thought of one. It was the day after the blog awards. So me and Brandon went to the blog awards. If you don't watch my vlog channel, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. But the day after, we went to see Les Mis on like the West End. I was going to say in the West End. That doesn't make sense. And it was such like at the end, everyone stood up and all the cast were like coming up and bowing and stuff. And it had been such a good production. And I was looking at Brandon, and because Brandon wants to do stuff like that, Brandon wants to be an actor and wants to do theatre and stuff. I got really emotional and I was like, oh my god, one day I could be stood in a theatre watching Brandon perform, and I got really emotional. So yeah, I feel like that was a really cool moment, and that was like a nice little intimate moment. I like it when I have, as much as I love vlogging, I like the moments that I have that I've remembered for myself and that I haven't shared with the world. Like there are moments like that. I do share a lot of my life, but I do like the little bits of cuteness that are just for like me and Brandon and me and my friends. You know what I mean? One moment. Da, 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 da. My laptop fan is going insane. Hey Charlotte, of course you can. Have you ever been through hard times in your life? How have you got past them? I feel like everyone's been through hard times in their own different ways and to different like levels of intensity, depending on who you are and how you deal with it, I guess. But yeah, I'd say the worst time for me was definitely sixth form. I had a really, really unhealthy relationship. I got in that relationship when I was 16, which is just as I started sixth form. Like I started in the September and I got in the relationship in October, and he was just not good for me. He just messed with my emotions. I probably wasn't good for him. Like it was just a whole roller coaster, and I was definitely too young to be in such a relationship, and he wasn't the kind of person that helped like grow me as a person or made me feel good, or I don't know, it was just really, really weird. So yeah, sixth form was super, super hard. I actually got really ill from that. I ended up going to hospital and I got tested for various different illnesses. And a lot of my friends accused me of making all this up. They accused me of pretending that I was in hospital and pretending that I was ill and blah, blah, blah. So yeah, it was a bit of a horrible situation. In terms of getting past it, at the time, I don't think I did. Like, because of that, I found my best friends, Lucy, who I've spoke about a lot on my channel. Lucy was the person who, well, the only person, well, maybe there was 3 people, but Lucy was the main person who came to my rescue, like when all this bad boyfriend stuff was going off. And when all my friends turned against me, Lucy was there. She came to my house. She helped me out so much. So I feel like through all that crap, it kind of helped. The only thing that got me through it and past it, to be honest, was leaving sixth form, because I had to see those people every single day of every week, and I couldn't get away from the situation. Like there was no way I was going to leave because I needed my A-levels. And yeah, the best way for me was literally just when I finished sixth form, I didn't have to see those people ever again. And that was like the best day ever. Like the day after I finished sixth form, I passed my driving test, I left, I deleted loads of people from Facebook, which was amazing. And I could just leave all that crap behind. And then it was just kind of like a healing process. Like it took at least a year, if not more, to get over what I'd gone through and the illness and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I think time helps, and removing yourself from the situation to the best of your ability is the only way forward. You'll definitely get through it. If I got through it, you will. Are you keeping up with your New Year's resolutions? I can't actually remember if I had any, to be honest. That's a really good question, but I don't think I had any resolutions. Do you have any tattoos? No, I don't. I'm really indecisive, so I probably won't ever get one because I can't make my mind up. I have to go. We'll definitely watch this later. Okay, thank you for coming, Tia. That happened to me. Yeah, I feel like it happens to a lot of people. It sucks. What happened with the boyfriend? Oh, it was my sixth form boyfriend from years ago. He was just a knob. There's a whole video on it if you want to watch it, but I just don't want to give them the time of day, to be honest. Is it difficult to make friends at uni because I got no friends at sixth form? I ended up with barely any friends at sixth form, and to be honest, making friends at uni I think is easier because every single person here is learning how to fend for themselves, like doesn't know how to adult properly. So you end up looking out for each other in more ways than a school friend would. Like you go, like me and Jade, our friendship blossomed because Jade cooked dinner for me. She came around to mine and we had dinner and we did our work together. And that's how our friendship happened. So I feel like you rely on people more at uni than you would at school, because at school you're just kind of there because you have to be, but at uni you have to like make an effort to go and see people. So you'll know the people who do really care. I finished college in a week and have no idea what to do. I wouldn't worry about it. I still don't have a clue what I'm doing, and I am almost 22. Do you have any piercings? Yes, I've got my ears pierced, but then never have anything in them. I have this thing, it's a date piercing, and I have a nose ring, which I always forget about, and then I've got my belly button done. But I'm not going to get my belly out. Does anyone from sixth form watch your videos now? I bet they feel like right press now you've done so well. I've only, other than like my friends that I still speak to, I've only ever come across maybe 2 people who've watched them that I don't speak to anymore. Someone who was a close friend back in like year 8, so a long time ago, she messaged me when I posted a really sad video. It was like one of the days when my car broke down and I thought like the world was going to end. Not literally, you know what I mean. And she messaged me saying, oh, I do like still keep up on your life. Just wanted to let you know that you can do this and this and this to fix your car. So that was when I realized she watched my videos. There has been a few occasions where the people who were the culprits of making my sixth form life horrible, when I have found out that they watched them. And I find that really funny. It's like they're spending their time watching me. Like they are paying my wages, if you want to call it that. They are giving me views. Like if you want to waste your time watching my videos after everything you did to me, thanks for the views. That's kind of how I feel about it. Like, I don't know, it's just funny. It's just like how, I don't know, I'd love, if they even care about what I'm doing now, I'd love to know what they were saying about me, because they'd just laugh. I'd just be like, you need to get over it. I'm in Lincoln. Woohoo! Would you ever go blonde? I went half blonde. I went ombre once, but I don't think I'd go fully blonde. I don't think it would suit me. I love how genuine you are and how chilled out your live streams are. They seem like a casual chat with a friend. Good, that's what I like them to be. Hi Alice, I love your videos. What places in the world would you love to visit? Ooh, I really want to go to Rome. I want to go to Paris. I want to go to New York. I want to go to Australia. That would be cool. I feel like all the generic touristy places there. And then like a treehouse holiday or something random. Who did you vote for in the general election? I'm not going to share that because I don't want this to become like a political thing, but there's not long left. There's like an hour and a half left to vote. So if you're watching this and you are eligible to vote and you haven't yet gone and voted, please do go and vote. I'm very intrigued to know what the answer is going to be, but I voted postal vote 2 weeks ago, so I haven't gone today because I already did it. I live in Lincoln. Ooh, Emily, hopefully I'll see you around. Maybe they have grown up now. I might feel sorry for being so nasty. Yeah, you never know. You never know. I don't know how I'd approach that. I don't know how I'd feel about the people who made my life hell in sixth form coming and apologising, because as much as I believe in like forgiving and forgetting, that affected me so much, and I've done so well without those people in my life. I haven't missed them. I don't desire them back in my life at all. So if they came up to me like, oh my god, hi, you've done so well, just wanted to say blah blah blah, I think I'd just ignore them, to be honest. And that's probably really mean of me, but after what happened and after how they made me feel and what they did to me, I just don't think they deserve the time of day. It'd be really interesting if one of them, or like any people are watching this now, do you ever feel really down at uni, like where the work in general, it just went down really fast, where The work in general editing just gets too much. I defo do. Yes, I do. I usually order takeaway and sit and probably ring my mum or cry and watch Disney films. Yes, I definitely get there. Hi Alice, loving your videos at the minute. I'm on a gap year and starting in September. Have you found that age matters at uni? Thank you so much, Fiona. And no, definitely not. There are so many people my age, even though I'm like generally 2 years older than everyone. I thought I was going to be like the old one, but no, there's people my age and older here, so it doesn't matter. Do you think people should be able to vote at a younger age, maybe 16? I don't really know. Probably. But I feel like my outlook at 16, I wasn't well educated enough. I feel like if they educated people about politics at school, then they should. But I just didn't know anything about it. I'm going to Rome at the end of this month. Oh my god, I'm so jealous. What would you do if a certain friend in your friend group had a problem with you and only you? What would I do? Well, I probably wouldn't realise. I'd hope that they tell me and I'd try and fix the problem. If the problem was unfixable, I'd apologise for how they felt and hope we could move on. What? Sorry if you've already said this, but what are you studying at uni and how long have you got left? I'm studying media production and I am going into third year in September, so I've got a year left, which is very scary. Please could you do your version of Gabby's 50 things I'd save in a fire? I really wanted to do that. The only trouble is my things are in 2 houses. So like basically I need to wait until I move back to Doncaster because like all my sentimental stuff is back in Doncaster, whereas my practical stuff, I'd probably like take my laptop and my camera and stuff, and that's here. So I couldn't do it when I was in 2 houses, but I will add it to the list. What's the thing that makes you the most motivated? By the way, I love your channel. Thank you. And I think the response from you guys motivates me. Like when I've put up a video and I see the view count going up and I see the comments really positive and I see such good feedback on Twitter and you guys sharing and interacting, that's what motivates me. I feel like if I put a video up and no one watched it and no one commented and no one liked it, I'd just be like, oh, well, that was a waste of time. Like no matter how much I enjoyed it, just getting your feedback honestly really helps and it makes me want to do it more. If you have a problem with a friend, do you confront them about it, trying to do this more but scared of confrontation or fighting with someone? I hate confrontation and I hate fighting with people, but I have had to do that recently. And I feel like, unfortunately, as much as it sucks, it is the adult thing to do. And yes, I have had to confront my friends about problems in the past. It's not very comfortable. And if they are good enough friends, they will understand and accept what you've said and try and like work to make things better. So yeah, I'd say try and do it. It definitely takes me time to build up the confidence to try and, you know, confront someone because I don't like it. But when like time comes and I'm fed up of being walked all over, then I'm like, right, now I'm going to say something. Do you watch any Sims channels on YouTube? I watch Selfie Sims when they upload. Like when I've got the time to watch a 30-minute video, I will watch Selfie Sims, and then it makes me really miss playing my Sims. You are so lovely. I wish you all the best in the future and hope it's full of happiness. Oh, Georgia, that's so sweet. Thank you. Are you doing a meetup soon? Hopefully. I don't know. I have no plans for the near future. But I would love to. I love meeting you guys. Honestly, it makes me so happy. Like, it flatters me every single time it happens. I still can't believe it happens. Do you like it that people of all different cultures, religions and places watch your videos and enjoy it? I really like that my videos can bring people together. I love my little Alice's Army. I feel like we've created a community of like happiness and supportiveness and friendships. And I think it's really nice. Do you have a favourite photo? A photo of myself? Ooh, I don't know. I'm really like indecisive. I feel like my current favourite photo is probably what my Twitter icon is, because that's usually the most up-to-date photo. So it's probably this one. Can you see this? This is me. Like, that does not, you can't see that at all, but look how different I look with makeup on. This just proves the power of makeup. I do not look like that normally, and that is fine. Don't feel pressured to look good all the time, because I look like this. Like 60% of the time, probably. For some reason, I cannot live chat on my iPad. No, that's not good. Are you watching Love Island at the moment? Yes, I am. I'm going to go off this broadcast at like 5 to 9, which gives me a chance to turn my telly on and watch Love Island. And then we can all mutually appreciate Love Island on Twitter. I had to get someone to hide my Sims disc to stop me from getting distracted. That is actually brilliant. Helping friends with problems is what I do best, but others still get a little difficult when it comes to complicated confrontation. Oh, Ella, thank you so much. There's like lots of big sentences I can't read fast enough. I'm going to uni in September. What's your advice on making new friends? Try and go to as many events as you can. Stay open-minded, say hello, break the ice, and just say yes to things. Try not to like push yourself away from people. Can't wait until the day I meet you. That's going to be so good. Oh my God. Do you know what's going to be really weird though? Like, I'm going to meet a lot of you guys in here. I recognize your names and your faces and your icons and stuff. And I like know you guys, and I feel like I've spoken to quite a lot of you a few times. But like when you, like if we ever meet in the future and you see me, you're obviously going to recognize me because you see my face pretty much every day. But I'm not going to know who you are, and that's really, really strange to me. Like, you're going to say hi to me, and at first I'm going to be a bit like, oh, and then you'll say, oh, I watch your videos. And then I'll realize that you're a viewer. And then you'll probably end up having to like show me your Twitter page or show me something about you for me to remember, like to put 2 and 2 together, because I just never see your faces. Don't you think that's so strange? But like as soon as anyone I meet says that the reason they're talking to me is because of my videos, I instantly feel like I'm talking to a friend. It's very strange, but it makes sense to me. Do you know what I mean? Like my friends who aren't used to me getting stopped and said hi to find it really weird, but honestly, as soon as I've realized that the reason someone's just stopped me in the street is to say hello because of my videos, I'm like, oh my God, a new friend, yay. And I just want a hug and I want to chat and take a photo, and it's just fun. I love your personality, Alice. Thank you. I just saw the message you sent me on Twitter and it's made my day. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Thank you for like supporting the video. It honestly means so much. What's the funniest thing Brandon has done since you started dating? Oh my God, he is like a constant fool. But the first thing that came to my mind when you said that was once he fell off my bed and headbutted my drawers, and I nearly wet myself laughing at him. I think he was trying to show off and he headbutted the drawers. Oh my God, it was so funny. You're such an inspiration to me. You're so motivating. Good, I'm glad. I went to Brogan Tate's meetup in Bournemouth in April, and as I approached her, she somehow recognised me and called my name. That's really good. I wish I had that kind of skill. I literally have the worst memory when it comes to names and faces. Do you know, like my biggest fear in terms of meeting viewers is that you'll come up to me and say hi, and I'll have a chat with you, and we'll take photos and whatever, and have a hug, and then you'll go, and then you'll come back up to me 2 hours later, and I'll probably have forgotten what your face looks like. Like, I won't have forgotten the interaction. It's kind of like faces that I forget. And that's so bad. I feel like I'm going to embarrass myself one day and be like, oh my God, nice to meet you. And you'll just be like, you met me like 2 hours ago. Oh, I'm really bad. I used to be a photographer, and I used to have to remember the names of the people I was taking photos of. And I was never very good at that. I think that's some kind of dyslexia if you look into it properly. But I am so bad at faces and names. So bad. Did you know anyone before you went to your uni? No, not like beforehand. I met a few people on Facebook via like the freshers pages, because there's loads of ways of finding your flatmates before you get there. So I kind of chatted to all my flatmates and one person off my course. Other than that, I didn't know anyone. But it was nice because I knew one of my flatmates went on the same course as me. So for the first day, I walked to the course with her, which helped. So if you can find someone on your course to talk to on Facebook and meet up on the first day, that would be helpful. feel like you always recognise me in the comments and I love it. I do. Why are we allowed to have a national insurance number at 16? We can't vote until we are 18. I'm educated enough to vote as I turn 18 in November. Labour for the win. I don't know. The government is messed up. Are you sending Alice's Army badges to people? I am doing. I keep forgetting to do it. I keep having so much to do and then I forget. And then I remember on the weekend when the post office is closed. But I am doing a little test run of getting badges to people soon. It's probably going to be back when I get back in Doncaster now because I've got too much to do this week. But yes, I am hopefully going to find a way of sending you guys badges. When are you coming to Hull? Hopefully soon. Probably next time I go see Molly. Why did the girl who lived in your house leave? Various reasons, not ones that I'm going to talk about online. Sorry for not satisfying your need to know that answer. I can't answer that question, I'm sorry. I'm so short, I'm like 4'11", so if I ever met you, I'd feel so awkward. That's so cute though. We'd have the best hug. What's the weirdest viewer experience you've ever had? I tell this story quite a lot, but someone who watched my videos who also lived in Doncaster, this was at the time when I didn't tell anyone where my hometown was. And I'd never met a viewer before. I was driving home from training, so I was in my little car, driving on the road, 40 miles per hour, and a car came up next to me. Bear in mind it was dark, it was like 8 PM in winter, so it was dark. And a car came like right next to me and beeped and waved. And I was just like, I looked at them and I thought, oh, it's like a boy trying to catch my attention because male drivers sometimes do that to female drivers. So I was like, oh, idiot. So then that car sped off and I kind of thought nothing of it. I thought it was just like a boy racer trying to get my attention. Then I got back and I got a message from someone who subscribes to me from Doncaster, who I had spoken to like via Twitter a few times. And he was like, oh my God, that was me earlier. I'm really, really sorry for freaking you out. But he said he recognized my car and then realized what he was doing was really weird and then drove off really fast because he got awkward. So that's probably the weirdest one. What's the thing that you love the most about Hannah and Molly? Oh, that's such a cute question. I love so much about them. I love that we're all so real. Like we could all just sit and chat for like 3 hours and not get bored and just talk about life. And like we're all at total opposite ends of the country and we would have not been friends without YouTube. So yeah, that makes it really nice. And I like that we have to try and make an effort to be friends. Like we wouldn't just magically be friends. We have to go out of our way to see each other and talk to each other and stuff. Who is taller? You or Brandon? Brandon, only just though. I can't wear high heels next to him because then he's taller, which breaks my heart a little bit. Hi, Georgia. Hope you're okay. I bet that was so awkward for you. Yeah, it was really weird. It's a story I've told. Like I did like a radio interview when I first got to uni. I've told it quite a few times and the person who did it like cringes so much every time I say it. Just wanted to say I absolutely love your videos, especially the uni ones. I'm going in September, but really they are great. You should be so proud. Thank you so much, Cass. That's so nice. You guys are so lovely. I just want to squeeze you all. What's your favorite TV series? Oh my God, I've just finished it, but Bates Motel is amazing. Bates Motel is insane. You need to watch that. I'm also watching Jane the Virgin. It's kind of trashy and weird, but I like it because it's like, it doesn't take too much concentration for me to watch. What's your current favorite TV Netflix show? I've answered that question. Bates Motel and Jane the Virgin. Yay. I'm getting way too excited right now. Are you going to upload this to your channel? Yes, it automatically uploads. Do you like being tall? I used to hate being tall, especially when I was at school because all the boys grew. Like generally girls go through puberty before boys, so girls grow earlier. So I was taller than all the boys and I was like, I'm never gonna have a boyfriend taller than me. And then it kind of balanced out and now I kind of like how tall I am. It's okay. I'd prefer to be a little bit shorter so I could wear heels more often, but heels are uncomfortable anyway, so. I'm 5'8", by the way, for Soph, who just asked. Do you watch Pretty Little Liars? I don't. I feel like I'm too far behind to dedicate so much time catching up. Could I query you on what your favourite Eskimo is? I always get Oreo because I am generic and basic, but I love Oreo milkshakes. Who is your favourite on Love Island this year? I really like oh, what's her name? Camilla. Told you I'm bad at names. Camilla's really nice. She's like underrated. I feel like she's how I would. She acts how I would act if I went on there. Are you watching Orange is the New Black tomorrow? I did not know that was out tomorrow. What are you thinking of Love Island this year? Who are your favourites? Definitely Camilla. I'm liking it so far. I'm not like completely hooked, but I have an alarm that goes off at 5 to 9 every night so I don't forget. So I feel like that's a sign of my addiction starting. What's your favourite part of roast dinner? Stuffing. Faux show. I liked that question. That was so random, but I love it. I have the same dressing gown as you. Is it the Minnie Mouse one? Because you have great taste. I'm 30 years old and 5'5". My mum's 5'5". I'm 5'8", so I don't know where I got my tallness from. I actually remember when I was, do you know, like when you're at that, maybe I was at like an awkward teenage stage, and I was Googling like whether you could have surgery to make yourself shorter. That's how uncomfortable I was with being tall. So trust me, if you don't like it right now, you'll probably get used to it, because I literally used to Google whether you could have surgery to shrink. Like, I am not kidding. This is the strangest question. Where did you get your lights from in your uni room? They're from Amazon. They're like 200 lights. Just Google that and it'll come up. Watching your recorded live stream earlier and I was sad I missed it. Glad I could catch this one. I'm glad you could too, Melissa. Have you ever been to Liverpool? No, I think I've been for work once, but I didn't see any of the city, so I'd love to go back. Anytime I see anything with Minnie Mouse on, I always think that's so Alice. Yes. It's like Minnie Mouse. Oh my God, if they ever brought out like rose gold Minnie Mouse with marble, oh, that's me. And pink. Don't know, well, I pointed to that because that's pink, but you can't really see because it's dark. I used to Google to see if I could make myself taller. See, I'm glad I'm not the only one who used to Google things about height. What's the worst high-end makeup product you have tried? I used to have an Estee Lauder like eyeshadow kit. And I don't know how much it was because I think it was a Christmas present, but it came in a big set and it was like, ooh, all like built up and looked fancy. But the pigmentation of it was really, really bad. I ended up giving it to my mum. Like, sorry, mum, have my hand downs. Do you wear fake tan? No, I don't. I am very pale. You probably can't tell on the camera right now, but I am very pale. Right, I'm going to be on for another minutes because I'm going to leave at 5 to 9 so we can all watch Love Island. I loved your uni room. What's some best places to shop for things? Wilko's for kitchen stuff and bedroom stuff. Asda for bedding. Asda's bedding is so nice. And Primark for like little cute decorations. Are you still doing Raw Wednesdays? I'm still doing them, just not as often. Like Raw Wednesdays was more of a thing that I needed to do whilst at uni because I didn't have the time, but now I've got more time to concentrate on videos. I don't necessarily need to do one takers, if that makes sense. Do you like being pale? I used to hate it again, but I've just kind of got used to it. Like, I don't care enough to spend loads of time fake tanning because I'm lazy. So I've just kind of learnt to live with it. Will you do any makeup videos soon? I'm actually doing one on Monday, and it's an exciting like haul / first impressions. I've not filmed it yet, but I have ordered the stuff and I will be collecting it soon, so that is exciting. So hopefully you'll like that, and it's going up on Monday. I was too scared to try fake tan. I'm pretty sure I've only ever used like gradual tan, but like never religiously. I always forget. What kitchen bits would I need? I actually did a kitchen haul like when I first started. So if you search like my name and kitchen haul, I presume it will come up. I watched it earlier because I was watching all my old videos, and that literally shows you every single thing I bought for my kitchen because there's a lot of stuff. But because I got it from Wilko's, it was really cheap. 5 minutes left, guys. So now's your chance to ask your final questions. Do you tan or burn? It's a mixture. If I put the right amount of sun cream on, I will tan. If I don't, I will burn, and I will burn badly. But then like once I've burnt and once it's peeled, it goes brown. Luckily it doesn't go back white, but it takes me ages to actually tan. And I usually shade bathe more than sunbathe. How old were you when you got your first job? I was almost 16, like very near to being 16. Yeah, I was a waitress in the Keepmoat Stadium, which is the football stadium in Doncaster, and it was horrible. So hats off to any waitresses, and thank you to the person who said they liked my nails. I'm growing them again. I'm feeling very proud of myself. I always bite my nails when I'm anxious, and I've managed to grow them. You can see them. Look. Why am I so weird? Okay, that's great. Thank you so much. Sorry not long found your channel, but glad I have now. Oh, thanks. Have you ever considered moving to another country? I always used to want to live in America. Maybe one day I would, not permanently, but I'd like to go live somewhere else to see what it's like. I don't know how I'd go about that, and that scares me, but it'd be an adventure. Hi, Mia. What is your favourite clothing shop? Primark. Primark for sure. How long do you normally spend cooking dinner? Probably about half an hour. Like, it doesn't take too long. I always pick something that's pretty easy. If I'm feeling adventurous, maybe like 45 minutes, and I'll do something a little bit more complicated, but usually it's pretty simple. Do you enjoy a university course? I do. And not your question, but I love your vlogs. Someone nostalgic for me as I only just graduated from Lincoln last summer. That's so cool, as if you went to Lincoln. Come to America. I want to. I've been to Disneyland, Florida, and that's about it, which is the most typical place to go ever. But I do want to go, like, see more of America. What is the hardest about uni? Keeping on top of everything, because you've got no one telling you off when you don't hand stuff in. So you've got to make sure you're kind of like self-motivated. It's raining. I can hear the rain. Oh my god, it's raining a lot. Don't you just love English weather? The sky is like orange. What is going on? What made you choose Lincoln Uni? It's in videos, but basically I chose uni to go to uni at all, very last minute. I chose on a Tuesday night. My friend said, why don't you go to Lincoln Uni? On the Wednesday, which was the day after, I went to Lincoln Uni, and on the Wednesday night I applied. That was my thought process. I don't really have a reason. I just visited it and I liked it. Probably not the best way to pick a uni, but my friend was on the course I was going to choose, so yeah. What is your favourite subject? Ooh, something arty. Why didn't you go to Disneyland with Molly and Hannah? I couldn't afford it, and I'm pretty sure it was whilst I was at uni. And I would be like the oldest one there by like 5 years. Right, I'm gonna go. I am gonna go and watch Love Island, but I'm gonna continue replying to comments on the video and talking on Twitter. So thank you so much to everyone for watching and joining in and asking me all the questions. I love you guys a lot, and I guess actually I'll see you tomorrow. There's another upload tomorrow. Yay! Oh my god, Millie and Pippa are here. Hi Millie and Pippa. I'm gonna go now. I love you guys so much. Bye!